It's a hockey stream on episode 593 of the VIG Lounge as the Vegas Golden Knights travel to Denver, as this is the first time they don't start with home ice advantage in a series in this playoff, to take on Nathan MacKinnon and the Colorado Avalanche. Can the Golden Knights win away from the fortress, or will they be buried in an avalanche of goals, courtesy of Colorado? There's only one way to find out. Before we do that, please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe, all that good stuff. With housekeeping out of the way, let's jump right in to the Golden Knights and Avalanche here on the VIG Lounge. Two Western Conference powerhouses meeting in a 7-game series. The last time they met in this series was in 2021. And the Colorado Avalanche fell to the Golden Knights in that series in 6 games. And I won myself a free gelato, courtesy of my buddy who's an Avs fan, who I also host a podcast with, the aforementioned Cam. So this one's for you, buddy. Golden Knights looking to regroup. Mark Stone carries in, knocked off the puck. Got the puck back and a shot in front. Blocked before it could get there. The Avalanche look to carry it out. And it is dumped into the Golden Knights zone barely. Collected by public enemy number 1 in the last series, Brayden McNabb, who has returned from suspension IRL. Pass across, trying to get a shot away, and wasn't able to do it. And that puck is passed out of the zone and goes all the way down into Golden Knights territory. How nobody caught the puck there is beyond me, and a huge save by Hart. Oh, it's Hill again for some reason. Okay, I don't understand why that is. I'm going to have to change it. Oh, this is just stupid. I have it set up a certain way for a reason. And it really irks me when stuff gets changed by the computer. This is another reason why I don't like AI, to add to the myriad of reasons why I don't. So let's just do this goaltending change now and have it set up how it should be. And Aiden Hill is gone. He made some saves, but he's not supposed to be the starter. So we're going to switch it back. All right, this is an awkward way to do it. Ooh, hot dogs. Carlson wins the draw in his own zone to get the Golden Knights going again, and softly chipped in by Howden. Marner got there, but was knocked down. Puck was given away. Hanifin lets it go, and finally the Golden Knights get a shot. Hanifin has it again, knocked off his stick, and there's a lot of jostling for puck possession right now. The Avalanche get away with it. Val Nichushkin to Brock Nelson. And a knockdown as the Golden Knights look to get it back. Up the left side, or right side, excuse me, to Carlson. He'll dump it in. Gets to Josh Manson. Manson plastered on the wall. Nichushkin knocked down by Korzak. And Aiden Hart makes his first official save as the Avalanche have the early shot advantage 4-1. Highlighting Nazem Kadri, part of the second tour of duty for Colorado, being picked up from Calgary at the trade deadline. Big drive, handled by Hart. And Josh Manson had it and lost it. Now Nick Dowd, the former Golden Knight. Wouldn't that be poetic for him if he scored against his former team? There's not to be on that exchange. Shot by Tomas Hertl, turned aside by the wood that is in net for Colorado. Again, I'm going to assume it's Mackenzie Blackwood. And we'll have to wait and see. Nic Dowd with his proper number, and he scores! on down 9 as Nic Dowd gives the Golden Knights the early lead. And we get some secondary scoring to kick off round 3. I've got a question for you. How much does a polar bear weigh? Enough to break the ice, baby. 1-0 Vegas. Colorado wins the draw. Puck carried right back in. And a big drive handled by Blackwood off the stick of Theodore. To the blue line now for Riley Smith. He'll shoot. Denied. And then McNabb delivers a hit. Nic Dowd pinned along the wall. Got it up and out via Keegan Colasar. Avalanche carry it back in. Brock Nelson. And a giveaway, and then it's taken back by the Golden Knights. Carried in by Shea Theodore. He gets around Cale Makar. Fires one, and the rebound is gathered. Handled by Blackwood. And just like that, each team now up to 7 shots on goal, as Vegas was down in shots early, but now have now narrowed the gap and tied it, and do have a 1-0 lead on the scoreboard. Pavel Dorofeyev dances, hangs on to the puck, and that shot went wide. Back to the blue line. Picked off by Wong. Now Landeskog. Jostled and gave the puck away, and then Golden Knights gave it away in front of their own net. Finally taken along the wall by a VGK. And that's going to be an icing call because nobody's able to get a pass. Just under 2 minutes to go in the opening frame. Golden Knights with a 1-0 lead, courtesy of the fourth line for Vegas. Nic Dowd getting the goal. Carried in by the captain, Mark Stone. Off his stick. Does get it back to the point, almost. And a save made by Hart. Anderson gets it up to Jack Eichel. Eichel drifting, shooting, and a save made. Right at the end of the period by Mackenzie Blackwood. And it is only a 1-0 lead for Vegas. Courtesy of that save. Well, actually, no, they're going to show the goal. My mistake. But Vegas with a 1-0 lead after 20 minutes of play. Let's take a look at the stats. Shots on goal. 9-8 in favor of the VGK, or in favor of the Avalanche, rather. Hits 12-3 in favor of the Golden Knights. That is an ugly passing percentage for Vegas. We're going to have to change that. We've only won a single draw, as Colorado won the other 4, and there's no penalties to speak of as of yet. Maybe that'll change in period 2. There's a look at the goal from Nic Dowd. 1-0 Vegas after 20. 20 minutes down, 40 minutes up. Let's see what this second period's all about, shall we? Puck carried in now by Jack Eichel. Eichel trying to dance his way around everybody, and a save made by Blackwood. Giveaway. Now to the blue line. Drive by Dorofeyev, and Blackwood's got it. He'll hang on. 18-19 to go in the second. As we highlight Mackenzie Blackwood, a native of my hometown, Thunder Bay, Ontario. He worked with his uncle, Mike Blackwood. Very nice man, very involved in hockey as well here in the city. His son Morgan plays for one of our local teams here, the Thunder Bay North Stars, so shout out to them. One of the jobs I genuinely could say that I loved going to. I was working as an admin assistant for the March of Dimes and helping people with disabilities find jobs. It was very rewarding. But that's the problem with the contracts in the employment world that we live in. But I left with a reference and was in good standing, so that's all that matters. Save made by Blackwood. 16:50 to go here in the second, as Vegas looks to extend the lead. Carlson wins it back, and Anderson lets it rip. Howden has it behind the net. He has been phenomenal in these playoffs for Vegas. He and Dorofeev, as well as Mitch Marner. And what a save! Carter Hart robs Val Nichushkin, who was in all alone, but Hart had other plans. Both goaltenders were spectacular in these plays. Looking like we're going to highlight Mackenzie Blackwood. Now we're highlighting the aforementioned Mitch Marner. On this line with Carlson and Howden. Speaking of, there is Mitch Marner. Marner driven wide by Ross Colton. Save made, and the puck knocked away to the corner by Hart. As the Golden Knights look to get it out, Mitch Marner has it. Trying to create a little bit of space for himself, and he does. And he gets a shot off, and a save made by Blackwood, and he will hang on. As he is a sponge towel for some reason. Still don't understand what that goalie ability even means, but whatever. It is what it is. Back to Theodore, he lets it rip, rebound, score! But it might not count, we'll have to see. What a blast that was. I don't know if it's above the crossbar from Barbashev. Like, why is it no goal? Okay, he did bat it out of the air, so we'll see. And it is a goal! Ivan the Terrible with the hand-eye coordination, and the Golden Knights lead it 2-0. And the fans here at Ball Arena are not happy, as the Golden Knights have increased the lead. Colton Sissons carries in. Knocked off the stick. Hurdle got an assist on that goal, as did Theodore. As it was a set face-off play. Ivan Barbashev has it, dumps it in. All the way around, collected by Colton Sissons, who's on this line as well. Save made by Hart. A lot of hitting on the Colorado side, trying to get themselves back into this contest. And shot blocked off the stick of Tomas Hurdle. Arturi Lehkonen knocked down. And trying to get stretch pass up the Stone, and does. Gets around Madsen. Side of the net. Try to get the pass out to Eichel, and it was blocked. Huge hit by Jeremy Lauzon. He will do a lot of that. Eichel spins off a check, tries to find a lane, and Lauzon jumped up in the play and found a lane. Back to the blue line. Dorofeev covering at the point. Long drive handled by Blackwood. And Jack Drury, nephew of former Colorado Avalanche Chris Drury. It's kind of neat that it comes full circle that way, and a point-blank chance turned aside by Carter Hart. What a gorgeous opportunity that was, and an even better save by number 79 in white. Golden Knights trying to get it back in their own zone. Got across. And up the left side. Carried in by the man who opened the scoring for the Golden Knights, Nic Dowd. Looking for a second one. Now to the blue line, sets up the one-timer, and it's turned aside by Blackwood. And a smidge offside with 2:48 to go here in the second. Marty Necas, highlighted for a hit, I believe. Yep. I'll give him that. That was a big hit. Dowd wins the draw. Golden Knights carry it in. Keegan Colasar shoots, and a save made again by Blackwood. Down in there with a chance. Right pad save by Blackwood once again. Out to the blue line. Theodore lets it go through traffic. It's blocked. And a big save by Carter Hart. As the Golden Knights have ramped up the shot totals, but Colorado's not too far behind. 21-17 in favor of the Golden Knights. Minute 20 to go. And a long drive handled by Hart. Mitch Marner carries in for the VGK after collecting the rebound. Marner with a chance, and a rebound went wide. And picked off by McCarr. Now to Landeskog. Carried in by Theodore. Theodore drifting, shooting, pad save by Blackwood. And that's it. We've increased the scoring. It's 2-0 Golden Knights after 2. As we see a huge hit by Marty Necas. And a save by the pad of Carter Hart. Let's take a look at the rest of the stats. Shots on goal, 23-18 in favor of the Golden Knights. Hits, 20-12 in favor of Vegas. I knew we'd get that passing percentage up. It's still not where I want it, but it's better. And the face-off dot is better as well. We won 4 of them in that period, and the Avalanche have won 8. So we're trending in the right direction. We're still going to lose out on the face-offs, but at least we won more than 1. And with that, no penalties to speak of yet. And we are now 40 minutes down, 20 minutes up. Third period action coming at you next here on the VIG Lounge. Giveaway for the Golden Knights. Still on the defense here, and a save made by Hart. Probably his best so far in the early stages of the Avalanche try to get themselves back into this. Jack Eichel looks to get around Devon Toews. Backhand try! Denied. And smothered by Mackenzie Blackwood. Colorado up to 20 shots now. News is going to be a high shooting game on both sides. As Colorado is the master of run and gun. Definitely don't want to turn it into a track meet if you're the Golden Knights. Keep things as they are. Try to keep it in the Avalanche zone for as long as you can. And try and minimize the damage from somebody like Nathan McKinnon and Cale Makar as best as possible. Bit of a double team in the corner as the Golden Knights get the puck back. Up the right side, carried in by Dorofeev. Pavel Dorofeev dances his way in, fires, and that's blocked. Back to the blue line. And puck collected by the Avalanche on the missed shot from Rasmus Andersson. Saved by Carter Hart. And it looks like Vegas is going to be going to the man advantage. Gabriel Landeskog. Looks like he shoved Mark Stone. We're going to call this interference. Oh, goaltender interference. Yeah, because he shoved Stone into his own netminder. You'll see this is not what the Avalanche need. See if Vegas can take advantage of it. Colorado wins the draw, though. But they cannot get the puck out. Golden Knights keep it in. To the blue line to Marner. That shot went wide. Regather. What a shot by Eichel, but I think it got blocked. Jack Drury on the PK. Gets crunched. And it's back in. No, it's not. It's going to be an icing. Josh Manson there to regather for the Avalanche rather. 1:08 to go on the man advantage. Highlighting Mackenzie Blackwood once again. As he blockers that one away. Yeah, that doesn't really count as a stat. He's faced 24 shots and made 22 saves. Basic math. 1:08 to go on the Golden Knights man advantage as they have to start in their own zone. Now Barbashev carries in for the VGK. Sets it up, fires and scores! Feeling fine with number 49 as Ivan Barbashev has the second of the game with a little help from the post. I get by with a little help from my friends. And a power play that looked like it wasn't going to generate a whole lot of anything changed in one rush. And Ivan Barbashev down the back of the net for the Golden Knights. It's 3-0. Up the right wing side now to Nic Dowd. Dowd looking for a second, and he lost the puck before he could get the shot away. Now it's in blue line. Theodore lets it go. It's on a stick. Colasar with a backhand bid. Denied. And Dowd's got his second as well. Get your kicks with number 26. Nic Dowd has his second goal, and the Golden Knights lead it 4-0. Barbashev with a pair. Dowd with a pair. That is very unexpected. But when it's your night, it's your night. And you get unexpected heroes in the playoffs, and so far, Nic Dowd, at least in game one, is one of those, and Jared Bednar is not pleased. Approaching the halfway point of the third. A little over a minute to go before that. And another icing as Brent Burns touches up. 10:46 to go in the third. As we were being serenaded there. Dowd wins the defensive draw. Got it to Colasar. Colasar gains the red line and dumps it in. Josh Manson to McKinnon. That's going to be another penalty. Colorado appears to be unraveling here. Jared Bednar wants an explanation. And it's Nathan McKinnon going to the box. Definitely not where you want him to be if you're an Avs fan. That was a pretty aggressive shove for the cross check. Ooh, burgers. Avalanche win the draw. Look to clear it. Drury tried to spin and create some space for himself and gave it away. Now it's Hurdle. Fires and a save made by Blackwood down low. Brett Kulak, former Oiler and Penguin, for a brief time anyway. Mitch Marner carries in. Marner drifting with a shot and a save made once more by Blackwood. Marner with a chance once again, and Blackwood was able to turn that away. Up the right side, carried in by Marner. Marner spins in the left wing circle, cuts to the right side, and a save made by Blackwood. Dorofeev has it, fires, and a rebound went high and wide. Colorado killed off this man advantage, but it was not without some spectacular goaltending from Mackenzie Blackwood. Carried in now by Pavel Dorofeev. He gets jostled a little bit, gets a shot away, and a save made once more by Blackwood. Given away to Eichel. Eichel fires one, and Blackwood's got it. Rebound. As they're pouncing on it, now the Golden Knights are on the defensive. Until they weren't. As Nic Dowd looks to dump it in. Collected along the wall by Smith. Rebound up front. Back to the blue line. Theodore lets it go. Bad save. Rebound. Score! Oh, you must be proud of Nic Dowd. He's got himself a Hattie. It all started with a huge hit from Eichel on McKinnon. And then very scrambly play, but the rebound was there, and Nic Dowd cashed in. Now the lumberyard is going to change. Shoutouts to my good friend Melissa Nicholson for that one, saying the lumberyard will be ready. Scott Wedgwood now in relief. 4:35 to go in the third. Still amazing to know that 5 goals were scored by 2 Golden Knights players, and that's it. Shot, rebound, collected now by McNabb. Brock Nelson got hip checked, partially anyway, enough to disrupt the puck. And here is Nic Dowd. Absolute hero for Vegas tonight. 3 of the 5 goals off the stick of number 26 for Vegas. Drive and a save made by Hart. Rebound to the corner. And Brett Howden carries it in. He'll gain the red line and dump it. Collected by William Karlsson, who pops out in front. Lost the puck. Got it back, and a sprawling save by Scott Wedgwood. Here's looking at Nic Dowd, where everything he touches seemed to turn to gold tonight. There's one. There's number 2. And we're going to have one more. This weird scramble that Dowd was able to take advantage of. I mean, you do not expect to get 2 goals, let alone a hat trick from your 4th line center, but you will take the offense if it's there. You'd be silly not to. Golden Knights collected again. Carried in by Mitch Marner. Had a hat trick against the Ducks. And offside, Colton Sissons came in a little too early. 34.4 to go here in the third. as the Golden Knights look to close this one out and get a 1-0 lead in the Western Conference Final. Pass across. And Sissons got it up. Brought in now by Tomas Hertl. Hertl drifting, shooting save made again by Wedgwood. Wow. Makes you wonder if we'll see Scott Wedgwood in Game 2. He has been perfect in relief so far and made some spectacular saves with the Golden Knights buzzing in the crease. Puck carried in, Sissons. Rebound at the side of the net, and he couldn't finish it. Puck down the boards. And that's it. The Golden Knights win Game 1 decisively as Carter Hart gets a shutout in the Western Conference Final, Game number 1. Nic Dowd explodes for a hat trick. And Ivan Barbashev is right behind him with a pair of goals himself. Showing all these saves by Scott Wedgwood in the last 5-ish minutes of this game. After coming in relief. And the Colorado faithful are letting their team hear it as you hear the Boo Birds rain down from Ball Arena. 5-0 your final here in Game 1. Vegas with a huge win. Let's take a look at the rest of the stats. Shots on goal, 45-24 in favor of the VGK. Hits, 38-23 in favor of the Golden Knights. Got our passing percentage up, still under 80% though. Dummied in the face-off dot, but that's fine. 1 for 2 on the man advantage, so we will take that. And, of course, we'll take the 1-0, or the 1-0 series lead, I should say, as Nic Dowd shone brightly with 3 goals tonight to lead the Golden Knights to victory. Thank you all for tuning in to this episode of the VIG Lounge. Once more, I have been the Visually Impaired Gamer, 1987. I bid you adieu. Have yourselves a wonderful Wednesday, everybody.